Welcome to the Positive Atheism channel viewers. Today we will know about politics and power politics written by Gora. What is the difference between politics and power politics? Is it not good to avoid politics? For politics is a dirty game. Politics means getting our problems solved by means of a government. We can solve problems non-politically, also through social adjustment and constructive work. Bhudan movement is a good example of non-political solution of the problem of ownership of land. Most of the domestic adjustments are non-political in character, but non-political solutions are limited in their scope. They are effective where the area of operation is small and the persons concerned in the matter live in direct personal touch. When we have to deal with millions of people and the problems are countrywide, we need the aid of governmental legislation for their solution, just as the use of a loudspeaker is convenient for addressing large gatherings. In politics, we use the institution of a government to solve our problems. A government is, after all, an institution made and maintained by us through payment of taxes and contribution of cooperation. People are the masters of the government, and all people are entitled to use the government for the solution of their problems. But due to the lack of political consciousness among the people, they do not often feel that they are the masters of their government. On the other hand, they feel small before the centralized authority of the government. They do not see that the centralized authority is but the pool of the cooperation which individual citizens give. So, instead of controlling the government as masters and getting service from it, many people submit to the government and cringe for favors. The dearth of political consciousness among the people is taken advantage of by professional politicians. They get into seats of governmental authority and rule over the people. The people who ought to rule the government allow themselves to be ruled by a few who occupy the seats of government. This topsy-turvydom converts politics into power politics. In politics, people rule the government. In power politics, government rules the people. In politics, the common people feel as the masters and the few in charge of the government are treated as the servants of the people. But in power politics, the people feel as the servants and the few feel as the masters. In politics, people derive advantage from the government. In power politics, people are enslaved by the government and they suffer oppression by legislation. Because a few hold the power, there is scope in power politics for the few to misuse the revenues of the government for personal gain and comfort rather than for welfare of the people. So, professional politicians who are tempted by personal gain compete for places in the government and thereby start the tale of corruption in the fight for power. The conduct of political parties is a shameful example of such impropriety. Political parties exploit the political ignorance of the people and perpetuate power politics. Professional politicians who are engaged in power politics are afraid of popular control over them. So, they try to scare away people from politics by calling it a dirty game. In fact, politics is not a dirty game at all. It is a must and a duty of every citizen. Politics are made dirty with selfish interest of a few power politicians because many common people are keeping themselves away from politics and are permitting politics to be converted into power politics. People are the losers and sufferers on account of their negligence. People are paying for the maintenance of a government, but they are getting little services from it. This is the fault of the people. So, people should participate in large number in politics. Their participation reconverts politics from power politics to real politics and presses the government into the services of the people. Atheism helps people grow politically conscious. Today, their attention is divided between God and government for the solution of their problems. Atheism cuts off God and concentrates people's attention on the government as a means to solve their problems. That is the real and effective political outlook which is the urgent need of this age. Otherwise, there is no meaning in paying taxes to the government and getting little services from it and allowing the power politicians to drag the people into war, strife and starvation.
For more videos, please subscribe to this channel Positive Atheism and activate the bell icon.